I was actually born in East LA, the eastern part of Los Angeles, and grew up in Cerritos. And at that time, way back when, it was dairy farm. So I kind of consider myself a farm girl. I kind of had a combination of both a farm life experience as a child and the city life too. So growing up in Southern California, my family did a lot of camping. So we were camping a lot and went down to the Colorado River a lot. So I was always hiking or in the water skiing. And it was so interesting because by the time I was going through high school and then I needed to start thinking about, well, what career am I going to go into? And I was like, well, biology, of course. I mean, what else is there? Because that's really what my life was focused around as a child. I was always out in nature, extremely curious. I still am curious about everything. So it was a real natural lead-in for me to go into college and actually become a scientist. I met my former husband when we were 18 years old and became married almost immediately, very quickly, and had 20 wonderful years with him. And after 20 years, we realized that our life paths were definitely going off in different directions. So we decided to lovingly let each other go, give each other the opportunity to explore our own life's paths. It wasn't easy. I mean, I don't mean to sugarcoat it, and divorce was really difficult and really left me in a position where financially, emotionally, I had to start over again, which was scary for a woman in her late 30s. But I decided that this is where my life path was going, and change the things you can, accept the things you can't, and I just started looking forward, moving ahead, and decided it's really time to take all the different life experiences that I've had and put them together and really create my dharma, really experience why I'm here, why I'm on the planet. During the divorce process, I believe, if I remember correctly, is when I began to give life to the garden spot. And I had these ideas about creating a place where skincare is very, very important in my family. We've had lots of challenges with our skin and battles with skin cancer. I was, I think, the age of 20 when I was first diagnosed with atypical cell growth. And I've had over 90 things removed on my body. And I'm waiting on 2 biopsy reports as we speak. I really felt strongly about opening up a shop where we're doing skincare. So, in my late 30s, in the middle of a divorce, working, I decided I needed to go back to beauty school. So I did. And I went to beauty school, and I became a licensed esthetician so that I could practice skin. When I was in school getting my license as an esthetician, I knew I was going to start the garden spot. So I was writing my business plan while I was in school. And I think the day I got out and got licensed, I was looking for a location. And I found my location in Eagle Rock and put that business plan to work and just launched. And I didn't ever stop to experience fear. Because if I look back now, I would have thought, wow, how did I do that? How did I have the nerve to do that? I mean, here I am single, I'm coming out of a divorce, I'm starting over, and I decide, yeah, I'm gonna open up a business now on my own. And I think thinking back, if I would have stopped to think about it, a lot of fear might have come up. But my vision, my focus was so strong, and I knew what I wanted to do, and I knew what I wanted to give. That fear wasn't even there. It wasn't present. And I just moved forward as quickly as I could. And within 6 months, I had the garden spot open and running. Right, so here I had a beautiful location, I was ready for business, and I had 0 clients. So, and I was determined to find people who were looking for what I wanted to offer. So I went door to door, and I remember very clearly the days that I spent literally walking around Eagle Rock, off of Colorado Boulevard, up to Hill and down, up and down all the streets, knocking on people's doors and giving them a little discount coupon, introducing myself and letting them know that I was here, that organic skincare had arrived in Eagle Rock. Over the last close to 10 years, I've developed a client base of close to 900 people. And they're amazing men, women, teenagers. We have people from all walks of life coming to us, all with their own stories and skin. And that's why we customize everything we do, because every single person is different. And over the years, I have developed friendships with my clients. We have people who are interested in yoga and raw veganism, and I often offer classes in those, and I've got to know my clients on a personal level, a lot of them, and I am so blessed because that is what keeps our doors open. So I am so extremely blessed to have the wonderful client base that we have. So I was very blessed. The first couple of years I was able to devote myself full-time to the Garden Spot, and I worked there full-time. And unfortunately, a couple of years into the Garden Spot, I had a pretty major accident, a snow skiing accident. And that accident actually gave me a lot of clarity on that I really needed to have more security in my life, and I needed to have health insurance. So as soon as I was able, 6 months after the accident, with my brace and my cane, and I picked up and I got a job at Glendale Adventist Medical Center, setting up the telepharmacy for them. And I worked full-time at the hospital and continued to run and grow the Garden Spot. We now have 3 estheticians on board in addition to myself. And I have been doing both for 7 years because it is my absolute passion to keep the Garden Spot open. But I also needed, health insurance and the stability of my hospital job. Well, people often ask me, how do you work 2 full-time jobs? And my typical day is get up and go to my first job for 8 hours, and then go to the Garden Spot and work there sometimes till 9, 10 at night, and bring home the laundry, do the laundry. I try and squeeze some exercise in there. But when you're so passionate about something, it's not work anymore. And that's what I encourage everybody to do. If you can find something that you are really passionate about, it doesn't feel like work. It's not work. It really becomes your life's mission. It's so much more than a job. So when I'm getting off work at the hospital, which I equally enjoy, and I'm in that transition period where how am I going to find the energy to get through the rest of the day? As soon as I step into the Garden Spot, I find all the energy I need. And I know that's where I'm supposed to be. So my business for me it's more than a business. It's really part of my lifestyle. I really try and live a healthy, holistic lifestyle that includes exercise, yoga, juicing, superfoods, clean foods, because the skin is our largest organ. And I encourage people, if you have a passion, if you have something that you love, if you have wisdom that you want to share with other people, don't wait. That's why we're here. That's why we're on this planet. Don't look back. Just take what you want to do and go for it and move forward. And when you don't have a doubt, whatever you want is going to happen.
I'd love to get gone.